Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is MJ and I'm so glad you're here today. This channel is all about storytelling and learning English in a fun and engaging way. Whether you're here for the stories or to improve your English, you're in the right place. Today we are going to dive into an incredible story that's both exciting and thought-provoking. It's about a young photographer who discovers something truly extraordinary and maybe even a little magical about his old camera. But before we begin, let me ask you a question. What if I told you there is a camera that can predict the future? Would you believe me? Well, today I'm going to tell you a story about Eden, a young photographer who discovers a secret that changes his life forever. And don't worry, if you're here to improve your English, we'll also review some cool new words and phrases at the end of the video. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and get ready for an unforgettable journey. Eden was a 22-year-old photographer who lived in a small, cluttered apartment on the edge of the city. His life wasn't anything special. He worked part-time at a coffee shop to pay the bills, but his real passion was photography. He loved wandering through the streets with his old beat-up camera, capturing moments that most people would walk past without noticing. A cracked window with sunlight streaming through it, an old man feeding pigeons in the park, or even raindrops splashing into puddles. These were the things Eden found beauty in. One evening, after spending hours developing his photos in his tiny dark room, Eden noticed something strange. In one of the pictures he had taken earlier that week, there was a man sitting on a park bench reading a newspaper. At first glance, it seemed like an ordinary photo, but when Eden looked closer, his heart skipped a bit. The date on the newspaper was tomorrow's date. At first, Eden laughed it off. It's just a mistake, he told himself. Maybe someone had altered the image as a prank, or maybe his camera had malfunctioned. But the next day, curiosity got the better of him. He decided to visit the park again and see if the man from the photo would be there. Sure enough, when Eden arrived at the park, he saw the exact same man sitting on a bench holding the same newspaper. It was eerie, like the photo had predicted the future. Eden felt a chill run down his spine, but he tried to brush it off. Coincidences happened, he muttered to himself. Still, he couldn't shake the feeling that something strange was going on. A few days later, Eden decided to test his camera again. This time, he took a picture of a busy street corner near his apartment. When he developed the photo, his blood ran cold. In the image, two cars had collided right in the middle of the intersection. The photo was so vivid that Eden could almost hear the screech of tires and the crunch of metal. He checked the clock. In the background of the photo, it showed 3 p.m. Eden didn't know what to do. Should he warn people? What if they thought he was crazy? He wrestled with his decision all night, but in the end, his conscience won out. The next day, he went back to the street corner and waited. As the clock ticked closer to 3 p.m., his heart pounded in his chest. Then, just as the second hand hit the top of the elevator, the scene unfolded exactly as it had in the photo. Two cars collided in the intersection, sending glass flying anywhere. This time, Eden was ready. He called emergency services before anyone else could react. Thanks to his quick thinking, the drivers were pulled from their cars before the wreckage caught fire. When the paramedics arrived, they told Eden that if he didn't call when he did, the outcome could have been much worse. Word spread quickly about Eden's mysterious ability. People started coming to him, asking him to take pictures of their lives, hoping to see glimpses of their futures. Some wanted to know if they'd find love. Others wanted to avoid disasters. At first, Eden was excited by the attention. He felt like a superhero using her gift to help people. But as the days turned into weeks, he began to feel the weight of his power. Every time he took a photo, he felt more drained, like the camera was taking something from him. He started having trouble sleeping, plagued by nightmares of blurred faces and distorted images. One night, he dreamed that the camera spoke to him. "You have been given a gift," it said in a voice that echoed like a whisper. "But gifts can also be burdens. Use me wisely." When Eden woke up, he realized he couldn't keep using the camera for everyone else's benefit. He needed to set boundaries. From that day on, he stopped taking random photos of strangers. Instead, he focused on helping people in small, meaningful ways, like warning a mother not to let her child play near a broken railing, or telling a businessman to avoid a certain flight. But even with these precautions, Eden couldn't escape the consequences of knowing too much. One day, he accidentally took a photo of himself. When he developed it, his hands trembled. The image showed him lying in a hospital bed, pale and frail, surrounded by doctors. The date on the wall calendar was only a month away. Panic set in. Eden tried everything to change the future. He ate healthier, avoided risky situations, and even stayed home for days on end. But no matter what he did, he couldn't shake the feeling that the photo was inevitable. Finally, he decided to accept it. He has spent the next few weeks doing the things he had always put off, visiting his parents, apologizing to an old friend he had hurt, and donating his savings to charity. On the day the photo predicted, Eden woke up feeling strangely calm. He went to the hospital for a routine checkup just in case. To his surprise, the doctors found nothing wrong with him. Relieved, Eden returned home lying to life every day, as if it were his last. From that point on, Eden continued his life as a photographer, but now he carried not just a camera, but a responsibility to use his secret wisely. He learned that some secrets are better left untold, and sometimes the future is best discovered one moment at a time. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this story. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to like. It really helps me out and encourages me to create more content like this. If you have any thoughts about the story, or if there is anything you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Now that we've finished the story, let's take a moment to review some of the words and phrases that might be new to you and learn their meanings together. For each word or phrase, I'll explain its meaning and then share the exact sentence from the story where it was used. This way, it will be easier for you to understand and remember. This is the goal of our channel, Learn and Enjoy English Stories, where we aim to make language learning enjoyable by combining storytelling with vivid examples of the words and phrases in context. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Cluttered. Full of things in a messy or disorganized way. Eden's apartment was cluttered with photography equipment and random objects on every shelf. Number 2. Beat up. Old and damaged, often from being used a lot. He picked up his beat-up camera, which has scratches and worn-out details. Number 3. Echoed. A sound that repeats or fades slowly. The sound of his camera shutter echoed through the empty room. Number 4. Whisper. To speak very softly or quietly. Eden whispered to himself, what if this camera can really predict the future? Number 5. Inevitable. Something that cannot be avoided or prevented. It was inevitable that Eden would face the consequences of using the camera. Number 6. Casualties. People who are injured or killed in an accident or disaster. The car accident resulted in several casualties at the busy intersection. Number 7. Put off. To delay doing something until later. Eden put off warning the people about the accident because he wasn't sure what to do. Number 8. Conscience. The part of your mind that tells you what is right and wrong. His conscience told him he had to warn the people, even if it sounded crazy. Number 9. Wrestled with the decision. To struggle mentally with making a difficult choice. Eden wrestled with the decision of whether to trust the camera's prediction or not. Number 10. Curb. To control or limit something. He tried to curb his curiosity, but the camera's secrets were too tempting to ignore. Number 11. Routine checkup. A regular medical examination to check someone's health. During his routine checkup, the doctor noticed how pale Eden looked. Number 12. Frail. Physically weak or delicate. After days of sleepless nights, Eden looked frail and exhausted. Number 13. Paleness. The state of being pale or lacking color. The paleness of Eden's face worried his friends and family. Number 14. Plagued by nightmares. Troubled or disturbed by bad dreams. Eden was plagued by nightmares every night after using the camera. Number 15. Blurred faces. Faces that are unclear or fuzzy. In his dream, Eden saw blurred faces floating around him. Number 16. Distorted images. Images that are twisted or changed so they look strange. The camera showed distorted images of the future, making Eden question its accuracy. Number 17. Drained. Feeling exhausted or without energy. After weeks of using the camera, Eden felt completely drained, both physically and mentally. Number 18. racked with guilt, feeling very guilty or troubled by something you have done. Eden was racked with guilt for not warning the people about the accident sooner. Number 19. A screech. A high-pitched, unpleasant sound. The screech of the tires filled the air as the cars collided at the intersection. Number 20. Crunch. A sharp, cracking sound, often from metal or glass breaking. There was a loud crunch when the two cars hit each other. Number 21. Nerve-wracking, causing extreme stress or anxiety. Waiting to see if the camera's prediction would come true was a nerve-wracking experience. Number 22. Pounded. To beat strongly or quickly, often referring to the heart. Eden's heart pounded as he watched the events unfold exactly as the camera had shown. Number 23. Vivid. Very clear and detailed, especially in description or memory. The vivid images from the camera haunted Eden's dreams every night. Number 24. Trembled. To shake uncontrollably, often from fear or cold. Eden trembled with fear as he realized the camera's prediction were coming true. Number 25 and the last one, inevitably, in a way that cannot be avoided or prevented. Inevitably, Eden had to face the consequences of his actions. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this video. I really appreciate you taking the time to learn and enjoy this story with me. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more stories like this, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss any of my new videos. That's all for today. Thank you again for being here and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day.